through reflecting on the why of why I want to be a teacher, I definitely put it down to I was always a bit of an outdoor kid, always active, running around, playing games, making up games with my siblings, or I was at sporting training practice. So it's always kind of been a part of my life. But when I got into my senior years of high school, I had a few teachers that really pushed for me to apply to uni, because I was the first person in my family to even think of going. So it was very daunting, as in like, can I do it? What's it like? I have no idea. And I'm the youngest as well, so I was kind of the last hope. But the support I had around me from friends and family and my teachers was just insane, and they're the ones that got me here. But I had a situation when I was about 17 where I performed CPR while I was at my casual job at the time. And I think that was the real moment where I just kind of looked and I was like, school gave me the knowledge to just help this man. Like, he is alive right now because of my knowledge and those that are around me. And I just thought that was phenomenal. Like, I only went to a public school, and the education that I got there was crazy, insane. So that was the moment where I changed from primary school to secondary school. And then I think when I went to the ACHBA conference in my first placement with my supervising teacher was the second time, because it was just for senior PDHPE and CAFS, and I love CAFS. So that was great as well, just networking with teachers and having conversations about it and looking at schools and the way several schools taught it differently was just eye-opening, and it was a really good experience for myself. And I was fortunate enough to go, because normally only fourth years are allowed, so I was an exception, but it worked out great for me. But I think this was also the time where I was getting a bit more experience in school settings and looking at different teaching methods and looking at students and what was working and what wasn't working, and common areas of concern or challenges. And that was definitely when I would look back on my experiences as a student and think, wow, like several years have gone past, but these are still the things I didn't enjoy at school, and these students also don't enjoy them. So I think that really helped mold my teaching perspective or approach, as in I'm very much someone that I love to chat. So class discussions, hearing different perspectives and opinions is just so eye-opening. And sometimes when you're from a family, obviously, but like when you've just lived with the same people, or you haven't really broadened your perspectives, it can be so interesting to see different people's outlooks. And I think that's just so memorable for myself, and I have found questioning and open-ended questions and conversations is what really helps students learn or transfer the knowledge to something that they can understand and apply it to. So I think that is so important. I think it is basically, from my experience, I would have a very open classroom like layout if I could. If not, probably table groups. That way students are always given the option of individual or group work depending on how they best perform. And I think that links with also offering for them to submit work in whatever method that they perform best in, because at the end of the day, it's what will help them learn the best. It's not what's easiest for me. If they want to do it through ICT or written, then they should have that opportunity, because it is all about them at the end of the day. I think I am just a very open or accepting person, and I would hate for someone to feel marginalised or discriminated in my class. So I really hope that when students come in, they feel safe, and possibly when they leave, they've opened up their perspective and they're also going to be accepting of everyone, because it's what we deserve.